These are the Sony ULT wireless microphones. I bought them directly from the Sony store. Here is how they come in the box. Quality is fantastic. They feel really, really good. It's USB-C, no type of adjustments, nothing else. And you don't really see anything in here. This does not seem to come off at all. And the transmitter, again, no type of adjustments whatsoever. It's just when you turn the mic on, I'll talk to you better. That's it. So it comes with a USB-A to C cable here. Really basic instructions, see? You just thing, plug it in, pair, turn everything on, and sing. That's it. Here with an XC500. There. So I'm gonna put this all the way up, all the way up. Turn this on. Yeah. Okay. Now, this really needs to be right here. See, my hand is touching the phone right here. It's like half an inch from my mouth. If I move it 1 inch to the left, nothing is coming out of the speaker. Just another inch to the right, nothing. 1 inch above, hardly anything. Right below, but right in front of the mouth, half an inch away. Now I'm gonna be right in front of my mouth, about 3 inches away, it drastically drops. And this is maxed out mic input. And again, there are no adjustments I could find on either the microphone or the receiver. Okay, now for comparison's sake, let me show you these no-name piece of junk things I found on Amazon. It comes with two of these guys. So it's a similar system where you're plugging in this receiver. This has a physical switch, also USB-C charging, 2 mics. I don't believe this one has any adjustment that I could find, but look at this. It has a standard 18650 battery in here. So if it ever conks out on you, you just swap that battery and you're brand new again. It seemed like the battery on the mics, at least for the Sonys, were interchangeable with a screw in there. If you pause, you can see it. The mics also have the 18650s. I don't know if these things are actual buttons or if they do anything, but again, they charge similar. Okay, and check this out. So we plug this in. This one over here. There we go. And again, we're gonna move this all the way up. They're both at max, and it's not at instrument. You don't want it on instrument. You want it off. Okay. So once again, you even get feedback with this one. You cannot get feedback with the Sony. That might be part of the problem. It might be too smart for its own good. And here it's right in front of my mouth. Again. Here, again, here's the Sony. Here's the Sony, half inch from my mouth. I'm speaking quite loudly. 1 inch to the left, 1 inch above, 1 inch to the right, 1 inch below, right in front of my mouth. I mean, like almost touching, like a 1/4 inch from the front of my mouth right now. No feedback, nothing. It's just not, even if I point the mic at it, no chance of feedback. And I go to the cheap Amazon unit. It's way, look at this. And this is like 3 inches from the front of my mouth, 2 inches above, 2 inches below, 2 inches to the left, 2 inches to the right. If I can't even talk to 1/4 inch from my mouth, it'd be way too much. So I have to go over there and lower the input quite a bit. So now it's halfway. The cheap Amazon unit is halfway on the intensity input. Now I can talk with the mic about 1 inch from my mouth, and it's significantly louder than the Sony. Here it is about 1 inch to the left, 1 inch above, 1 inch to the right, and it picks up. It drops obviously, but nowhere near like the Sony. And right in front, where people feel comfortable holding a microphone, it has that nice PA loudness that people expect. And much more for karaoke when you have shy people that are not going to be holding the mic up close. I kind of don't like the idea of the mic having to be touching the mouth of a mic that's going to be shared among so many people either. So with this, with the cheap guy, you know that you raise the input a little bit, and most people are going to be holding it 3-4 inches away. Again, let me go to the Sony. Sony here. A little bit cleaner, but it's just asking for too much on the input side from the person speaking. Most people are not going to be holding them like this, 1/2 inch like this from their mouth. And again, the input on the Sony is maxed out. I've tried it on both sides. It's not set to instrument. It's set to line in on the one it's in now. On the microphone side, same deal. And this is with both of the Sony microphones. I've tried it with both of them. There's not a problem with this one. And again, both of these cheap guys sound significantly louder. But one thing, the feel quality of the Sony is amazing. I really hope these would sound better. And these guys really feel, they're all right for the price. They feel fine for the price, but you definitely feel the cheapness. All right, that's my review of the Sony ULT. I'm thinking about returning these and getting another set, and maybe these are a dud. I might cut right into support. Maybe there's some type of little pot screw in there that we can tune and adjust the gain. As they are right now, I think it has some fancy circuitry in here to pair up the gain on the two mics. They call it the duet feature or something like that. And that might be, see, it has noise reduction and other stuff. I think it has too much of that stuff. And a raw, give me feedback sound like this is just going to give you so much more gain. And this, the Sony is asking for too much. It should have at least given us the option of turning this stuff off. But that's where we are. I love how they feel, but it's a shame. And I think the price is right for how the build quality and the Sony and everything else. But requires way too forceful speech to amplify it.